Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. When I first moved into the cottage on Hilltop Lane, I was just looking for peace. After a nasty divorce and an equally nasty job loss, all I wanted was silence, strong tea, and maybe a few foxgloves blooming outside my window. What I didn't expect was that my new next-door neighbor would be Jeremy "Bloody" Clarkson. Yes, that one. The booming voice, the unapologetically massive vehicles, and the clouds of cigar smoke billowing over the hedges. At first, I thought he was just visiting, but no, he lived there, in a sprawling farmhouse across the gravel path, with chickens, tractors, and opinions that echoed through the countryside like cannon fire. My first encounter was abrupt. "Oi!" he shouted across the fence one morning, shirt half-buttoned, holding a mug the size of a toddler's head. "You're blocking the road with your little Prius. People around here drive real cars." I blinked. "There's no one on this road but us." "Exactly," he grunted, "which means it's my road. Move it." And so began our neighborly relationship. For weeks, he was the thundercloud to my sunlit retreat. His friends, Hammond and May among them, tore up the fields in various mechanical monstrosities. One morning, I woke to find a tank, parked half in my front garden because they were testing something. I hated him, passionately. But then, something shifted. One evening, I was sitting on my porch, nursing a cup of Earl Grey and the ache of another failed job application, when Clarkson trudged over. No cigar, no sarcasm, just a quiet, "You all right?" I nodded. "You don't look all right." I shrugged. He plopped down on the step beside me with a grunt. "I Googled you." My head snapped toward him. "You're a writer. Used to work in publishing, yeah?" "Used to me?" He sipped from his mug. "Well, you're wasting your time sulking in a cottage." "Thanks for that." "No, listen." He leaned in, surprisingly earnest. "I've got this ridiculous idea for a children's book about a tractor that wants to be a race car. It's stupid, but you've got the skills to make it not stupid." I laughed. "You're serious?" "Deadly." Thus began the strangest collaboration of my life. Jeremy Clarkson, Top Gear loudmouth, diddly-squat overlord, would pitch absurd characters and plots over pints at the local pub, while I furiously scribbled and tried to inject some structure. We argued constantly. He called my writing too posh. I told him he had the subtlety of a rhino in a tutu. But it worked. By spring, we'd finished the manuscript. Turbo Ted, the tractor who couldn't slow down. It was ridiculous. It was fun. It was kind of brilliant. A month later, his agent called me, then a publisher, then a deal. The book became an unlikely hit. Children loved it. Parents rolled their eyes but bought copies anyway. I started writing full-time again. Not just kids' books, but novels, articles, even scripts. My confidence returned like a forgotten melody. And through it all, Jeremy remained Jeremy. Obnoxious, loud, opinionated, but weirdly loyal. He left eggs from his hens on my doorstep, invited me to barbecues, and once drove me to a book event in a Bentley just to annoy the locals. So yes, living next to Jeremy Clarkson is a bit like living next to a small, controlled explosion. He's frustrating, impossible, and louder than thunder. But he also reminded me who I was, pulled me out of a rut with a mad idea and an unexpected dose of faith. I still drive a Prius. He still mocks me for it. But every time I hear that familiar bellow across the fence, "Oi, Shakespeare, got a minute?" I smile. Because sometimes the best things in life come with a cloud of cigar smoke and a very loud voice.